Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night once again, everyone out there in YouTube land. So we got a couple of trailers we're going to react to. First off is the Mustang. One of these, a movie which I have no idea about, but as there were a couple other things I was looking at, it also popped up. So let's go ahead and take ooh, a look.
You've been in isolation. What do you think about that?
I'm not good with people.
Dad,
Why are you here?
I just need you to sign this.
How long have you been in prison?
12 years.
And how long from the thought of the crime to the actual crime?
Split second.
That's a dangerous animal. If you can stay in there for more than 5 seconds, you're in the program.
Nice boost.
The whole purpose is to learn how to break these wild horses. And ultimately, our rehabilitation. You ready?
I step into an avalanche.
You might be a cowboy in no time.
It covered up my soul.
Hang in there with him. Stop it!
You're really not that bad for a first time.
Our goal is to experience empathy
That's it, easy.
and to be open to our faults.
If you want to control your horse, first you got to control yourself.
I've worked with horses a long time. Some you can break, and some you can't. There you go.
I was a kid, and you left me alone.
It was an accident.
You think riding horses can change anything?
I'm not who I used to be.
I'm listening.
Very interesting. Um, that and that is an interesting story, and it says inspired by true events. And excuse you heard the barking in the background. It's kind of funny as this movie is about well, a couple things, but in course, as I said, trying to break wild horses or whatever. It's like there's a wild dog. We're trying to get straight. But anyways, um, but yeah, it looks like a very interesting character piece on this individual, and how, of course, I'm sure it'll go a little bit into his past, his crime, whatever, but how he deals with things, and there's even that line that, crap, I just had it in my brain or whatever. Well, saying, of course, how animals one feel or deal with empathy, but also before you can break or deal with a animal, you have to be able to deal with yourself. And I think that's very true. And also, this looks interesting to me in the sense of, as it is a movie that takes place in prison, and as much as it's about this individual and how he reacts to situations and how he changes and whatever, just me personally, because of things in my life and people I know in my life who have been in and out of jail or prison, um, I personally, feel that there there are not a lot of great opportunities for, I mean, actual rehabilitation. Again, this is just my own personal thoughts. Um, so again, if it's just, as far as the movie trailer, that was my thoughts reaction. Now I'm going to go on a little bit of a slight little rant here. So if you can stick with me, bear with me. Um, you know, there are some places, some prisons and whatnot that have programs like this, for instance, with the horse, certain things to help people better themselves or through some type of methods to become better people emotionally and how they deal with things and whatnot. Um, but from what I've heard from various, again, unfortunately, various people I've known that have been in prison or, of course, have family that have been in prisons in different states and everything, that is a rarity unless you're someplace like really high profile and um, a better prison, if you will. Yes, there are education opportunities, and there are people who get their degrees and this and that, which are great things. But as far as help something to help restructure the person, as far as emotions and referring to, of course, their crimes or just in general how they deal with things for when they get out, and whatnot. There aren't a lot of things, at least that, again, this is just me, what I've been aware of, what I've seen, heard, and little bits that I've tried to look up as far as uh, you know prison life and opportunities for felons post release, and there aren't a lot of things as far as when they are released. Even if they have done things and there were things available in prison, but post, they're it's as important in while they're in there as when they get out, and there aren't many programs or things that help people like that. And I think it's kind of a crying shame. It really is. So, I find this interesting to see that there is something like this. We're dealing with animals, which again, animals are very therapeutic, and dealing with them and whatnot. And again, I don't know if this is where the angle of the movie will go or not. If further from this that it can, um, that people in these programs, it could lead to opportunities afterwards as well. But anyways, again, apologize about the barking. Doggies in timeout. But anyways, yeah, it's just something I think that needs to be addressed more, and I think there would be the recidivism rate would be a lot less if there were more programs like this in there, and definitely afterwards to help people and to help them find their way, as far as programs, things to do, of course, jobs and whatnot. So, anyways, that is my little rant, which has been um, tampered, if you will, or I guess Milo had to add his little commentary in there. But as always, feel free to share, subscribe, hopefully give a like. Let me know what you think about the Mustang, about my video, my content in general. Always appreciate it. Thanks for watching.